What's up everyone, Tim here, aka Fan21, and this week we have the semi-finals of the FML Showdown division, and yeah, basically we can start off with the first semi-final. Victory Stars against Weasley. We have Dragon against Ground. Two very strong teams with both having one Pokemon extremely annoying to take down. On the one hand we have our Showdown, and on the other hand we have a Gliscor with Poison Heal, while our Showdown is working Stamina. So like I said, both can be very hard to be breaking down, so let's see who is going to succeed in breaking the other down. Yeah, we just start off with Kingdra and Hydreigon against Gliscor and Hippowdon. Weasley choosing to set up Sand right away, and a close combat, even though it's critting, Hippowdon tanks it with ease, and the Rocky Helmet chip is very bad actually for the Hydreigon. Mountain Gale is critting into Kingdra, doing way more damage than a crit into the Hippowdon, while Gliscor gets its Toxic Orb activated. A Dragon Rush into Jellicent deals pretty decent damage, and Happy Hour not doing anything. Not really sure if it does something besides granting money, so yeah. Spikes are being set up by the Kingdra, so that's nice for Victory Stars, while Psyshoot Bash is not doing anything into a Dark type. Turn 4, a Rock Throw into the Gliscor, while Kingdra goes for the Poison Sting, both not dealing big damage into the Gliscor, while Fire Pledge is not doing enough to take Kingdra out, but the Gigaton Hammer is enough from the Jellicent, so we have our first death in this semi-final, with Kingdra going down and Weasley being 1-0 up. Blast Burn from the Dragapult, not enough to take down the Gliscor, and Gliscor's Water Pledge is not doing much into the Dragapult, but the Cursed Body is activated, so Gliscor, if it stays in, and it does, will have to struggle this turn for as long as it's staying in. The only upside to Gliscor being disabled is that Gliscor has the the Poison Heal, so it will not take that much damage from the struggles that it is doing. So again, struggle 25%, but it will be healing back up to 33. So basically it does 12% damage, and Cursed Body is close to taking it out now, or at least the disabled struggles. Knockout 8% now. And is this the turn this Cursed Body spell is lifted? Yes, it is. So 21% and a triple axle into that slot, and Gliscor is gone. One of the beefiest Pokemon Weasley has now is gone from the field, just like the Hydreigon going down to the Sandstorm damage. And apparently Pult's first kill this season, going down to the facade, leaving the Ursaluna Blood Moon with a potential kill, but Hippowdon is able to live because the Electro Ball is not doing anything, and it's going into Steelix as well. Not Terrestrializing is biting Victory Star in the ass pretty hard here, because it got dealt a big amount of damage because of its being a ground typing there. While the Archeludon already is +2 in defense, so that is going to be already annoying to take out with physical hits. A Headbutt is dealing damage because of its Mind Eye, but Wandering Spirit is going to change up the abilities, so now Wandering Spirit is on the Runerigus, while Flash Cannon is boosting the stamina from Archeludon even further. Defogging away its own spikes, not really a great plan, while Payday is not doing anything anymore because of that Wandering Spirit. And because Wandering Spirit and Sandstream are switching from Pokemon, the Sand is being set up again, with Sandstream now on the Ursaluna Blood Moon. Jellicent comes in for the Hippowdon, and a self-destruct into a Ghost type is not doing much, but it is taking out the Jellicent. Now it's a 4v2. Things are looking pretty bleak for Victory Stars, I'd say. But Hippowdon dies on switch-in, so basically this is a 3v2. And with Archeludon being set up to +5 in defense, it can get very hard to take out the Archeludon, especially if Poison Powder is getting put into it, because immunity, of course. A Metal Sound into the Druddigon, while Flame Wheel is not doing much into the Garchomp. And the Rough Skin is something Archeludon does not want to take many times more, because of it being down to 37% already. And Entrainment not doing anything here. Lunar Blessing is great for Victory, and all these Pokemon are back up to at least half health. Garchomp, even though it has Aqua Ring, its attack stat is dropped by 1 stage. Powder Snow not dealing all that much damage. But Hydro Cannon taking out the Runerigas straight out there. Knockoff taking out the Garchomp, and now it's a 1v2 because the Hippowdon has to switch in with the Steelix. Hippowdon going down to the Stealth Rocks, and Steelix taking just 3%, but now is facing both Archeludon and Druddigon in a 2v1 with the Archeludon already being at +6 defense. And Weasley is already saying in chat, probably GG's here, but things can still happen if Archeludon decides to blow up. That might be game for Weasley, so never say GG before the end of the game in a metronome battle. We'll see what happens. Brine is super effective, but it is not below half health, so it's not dealing double damage. Flame Wheel is putting it below half health now, and the Power Swap is taking the special attack stat boosts from the Druddigon. That goes for the explosion, not dealing much into both Pokemon, but Steelix now being at 19% isn't all that great, but Archeludon at 33 is also not looking all that healthy, so special attacks are needed. Bullet Seed is doing basically 1% of damage with it being double resisted, and +6 in defense, and the Orisaur is taking out the Steelix in the end. So even though Weasley was correct in he was about to lose, you never know for sure with a metronome battle. So Victory Stars is through to the finals. You can say by the skin of his teeth, but he made it there anyway. The other semi-final is between Ash Ice Claw and Kenny Bot. We have Bug against Ghost. Let's see how things go. We start off with Spectrier and Tapu Koko from Kenny's side, while the Volcarona and the Charger Bug start off on the side of Ash. A turn 1 Toxic Spikes, it's massive. And with Volcarona now having Grim Neigh, that's going to be very interesting. A Roar dragging out the Charger Bug for the Necrozma. Snipe Shot dealing big damage, but not enough to take the KO for a Grim Neigh boost. Another Roar spreading to the poison damage from the Poison Spice, and that is massive. Triple arrows not dealing damage into a Psychic type or a Ghost type. And Aqua Step is taking out the Volcarona in a single hit. And things are looking dire already for Ash Ice Claw, with him having T-Spikes up on his side of the field. An Endeavor into Necrozma that it did not terrestrialize into a Bug type yet, so has to do it next turn, if he remembers to do it at least. No, he does not. Wild Charge is taking out Necrozma though. The Bug Terror did not really come into play there. A Meteor Beam into a flying Drift Blim. That is big. Fling throwing away its Choice Band, and the Charger Bug is already looking pretty weak here. Struggle from from Nightbug for some reason. And I do not know why, because I don't see anything that should make it struggle, so yeah, that's my first thought as well. Is it a assault vested or not? We'll see. Eruption deals big damage, but yeah, the struggle from Escavalier is taking out the Tapu Koko at least. Yeah, he already says, yeah, wrong item. And Kenny not saying that there could be a comeback here with the low kicks. Well, the Escavalier takes itself out with the struggle. We have now a 5v2 and a charm halving the attack stat from the low kicks is pretty massive. Both Pokemon are poisoned, so if Ash is going to take the win here, it has to be in not too many turns. The Spectrier is taken down, so now it's a 4v2 with Drifblim already being pretty weak, so that thing can be taken out this turn as well. Aqua Ring is going to negate a bit of damage of the poison for low kicks, so that's nice. The Aqua Berry activating, so the Araquanid has a bit more turns. Hydro Pump not taking out the low kicks, but the Giga Impact that came after that is just completely wiping it out. Psychic not enough to take out Araquanid, but the special defense drop is big. And it seems like we only have one more turn for Araquanid to do something. A rollout is taking out the Drifblim, and Icy Wind will take out the Araquanid, so we have Cannibot as the winner of the second semi-finals. And that leaves us just with a finals for this season, which have already been played. I wanted to do a live commentary of this final, but I couldn't because it was, I believe, Kenny against Ash that was played pretty late, and Victory and Kenny decided to go right after for their finals, so I was fast asleep when this final happened, so I could not do a live commentary of it, so that's unfortunate, but we can still see who won the Showdown division of Season 1 of the FML. Ghost against Dragon, let's see. Kingdra and Hydreigon against Gengar and Tapu Koko. So we start off with an Electro Web in electric terrain, getting not boosted because of Levitate, but lowering the speed from both Pokemon. Kingdra is getting disabled, so has to switch out next turn, while the Hydreigon is being put to sleep with Sleep Powder. While Kenny is getting a lot of support, as well as Victory Star. Some good lads from the MMC came along to watch the finals, so good for them having at least some people that are spectating their semi or their final battle in this division. Now we have a crunch into it, still sleeping Hydreigon with a Moonblast going into the Ursulina Blood Moon, not having that much special defense, of course, so that being super effective damage is doing just what you saw. It killed it. Double Kick not doing anything into a Ghost type, unfortunately, while Prismatic Laser is not being effective against the Dark type, so we have a Poltergeist coming in to heal back up the Tapu Koko, while it's getting plucked and critical hit it and almost being taken out by the Kingdra in one clean swoop. It is not being switched out yet, so Kingdra has a chance to... Oh, another crit and another crit. This is a Scope Lance Kingdra for sure, and now with its speed being raised up, it is looking very threatening. Kingdra going again, this time for a Heat Wave, taking out the Poltergeist while also chipping a bit into the Spectrier. The power gem is not enough to take out the Kingdra. Water spout not dealing much damage because it is pretty much down and out for the taking. Ceaseless Edge taking it out. Now we have a 4v4, but spikes are up on the side of Victory Stars, so every Pokemon is taking some spike damage. This should be at least a round where the Hydreigon wakes up. Yes, it took its mandatory sleep turns. Disarming Voice not doing much into the Blade. Body Slam is paralyzing the poor Hydreigon with Flip Turn, swapping out the just paralyzed Doublade. Hydro Cannon misses, and a Harden, which with Mirror Herb is being copied by the Dragapult. Stone Axe misses, would have been extra damage, and a low kick is enough to take out the Hydreigon. Now we have a 3v4, and things are starting to look very bleak with a Focus Blast critical hitting the Archeludon, and now it's a 2v4. Kenny is looking very strong in this position. Glare into a paralyzed Pokemon, not doing anything. Aqua Cutter is resisted, and with that +1 in defense doesn't do all that much. Clear Smox takes away Spectrier's boost, so it is no longer boosted in attack, special attack and defense. But Leech Seed being put into the Druddigon. Now it is on a timer for sure, because it cannot switch out anymore, because there are no Pokemons to switch out into. Extreme Speed not doing anything, while the Spectrier is getting healed, and a Mistball taking out the Dragapult. Things are looking over and out now, with accuracy being lowered as well. Frenzy Plant not enough to take out the Basculegion, and now he has a recharge turn. Victory Stars already saying GG's to Kenny. And yeah, things are looking pretty bleak now. Rough Skin and Rokiyama takes out the Basculegion, but there are still 2 Pokemons left in the back with just 3%. Victory Stars has one more, but Mighty Cleave is taking it out, and that means Kenny Bud is our Season 1 champion. And we have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. Kenny Bud is our luckiest SoB of Season 1. So congratulations to Kenny Bud, and yeah, this is it for Season 1. The Wi-Fi division final has to take place, but I normally can't get any footage of that. So if you want to know who wins the final in that division, you have to come to to the server of the FML. And otherwise, I'll see you all for Season 2 of FML, because yeah, I pretty much want to win at least once in my own league. So yeah, this is definitely going to be repeated at some point in the future. When, I do not know, but it will be repeated for sure. Thank you all for watching, I hope you have a good one, and I see you all next season. I'm Forza, signing off.